All right, good morning, good evening, hello everybody. So there's this artist that I watch on Instagram, Paul Kenton, and the other day I was like, how come he paints so early? And then I realized he's in the United Kingdom because he does these live streams as well, except he does them on Instagram. Really great artist. Does a lot of like really vibrant cityscapes with just super abstract paint styles. Very messy, but totally like, actually, rather than calling it messy, I would call it sophisticated because it is so wild and and tough to understand from the average person. But you could tell he's very specific about everything he does to an extent. But anyway, he's a London-based artist, a UK-based artist. And the other morning I was watching him, I was like, why is he gets up super early? This is so early to paint. And I guess Alexa, what's the time in London right now?
In London, it's 3:39 p.m.
Yeah, so it's like in the afternoon. So it totally makes sense. It's great to see artists at work. So I have a couple small things to paint on this, some finishing details that I got to work on, and then I'm gonna go into another painting. Y'all are gonna see another painting today. How exciting! How excited is everybody to see another fresh new painting? I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And actually what I gotta do is I gotta move this. So this is painting underneath that I finished a little while ago. And here's a piece that we're gonna put away. Let's think about what we still have to do for this piece. Gotta tighten up the chin. Tighten up the chin, that's one step. Yes, I think the chin, I think I might even have to redo this again. You know, I think I could do it as is. Yeah, this chin's a little bit too protruded. So what I would need to do is I would need to take a nice dark brush. Let's just take a brush. Let's clean off our filbert brush. Brush needs some cleaning, so let me go ahead and do a little demo here for y'all. I'm going to do a brush cleaning demo using a popular cleaning supply. This is called the Master's brush cleaner. It's a brush cleaner and preserver. It's really easy to use. All you need is some water. Just dip it in water. Dip it in enough water and just start mixing it around. Now, one thing is it also depends on the quality of brushes, what you'll get out of this. Because if you tend to use like certain types of brushes, it's going to be very hard to get oil paint out. While other brushes are designed for oil paint, and you can ultimately tell the difference there. But here we go. Looking to work this painting, cleaning into the fibers here. Clean off some paint again. And I work some into the fibers again. And I think that should be enough for now. But the main premise of this live stream, the conversation that I wanted to make as the main idea, is this premise of art being like, I was listening to this book called Mastery by Robert Greene. If y'all don't know Robert Greene, he wrote a book called 48 Laws of Power that skyrocketed him to his author success. And he also wrote this book called Mastery, where he like documents all these very successful people and looks at how they came to master their crafts. And not just crafts as in art, but like crafts as in anything in life, ranging from arts to sciences to writing to everything in between. Look at this brush. This brush has so much in it. I gotta give it one more cleaning. But in the book, he talks about like how all the way up until this point in human existence, obviously humans evolved a certain way. Our eyes were moved forward compared to some of our ancestors. More forward, and we've got opposable thumbs, and we got this amazing brain. And throughout history, not all humans had the opportunity to use their brains in the same way that we can today, right? Like, people were humans for the longest tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. Humans had to fight for survival, right? We had to survive out in the wilderness. And then there were like kings and queens and royal families, and all the way up until like just the past few hundred years, if you weren't of royal descent or something like that, you really had no option in life to move up. I mean, maybe you could have fought your way through some battle and like won and became like a military family that somehow, rose through the ranks and helped to secure your place in society or whatever. But there's no other time for an artist to be an artist like today. And I truly believe that. We have like more free time than ever if you can manage your own schedule. And it's all quite fascinating. All the things that had to happen for humans to become human, and then for all this to everything that we have in society to be created to be the way it is now. So I'm gonna clean. I just finished cleaning my brushes, and then we're gonna get into painting. But art is basically an essential human need nowadays. Like we talk about the Maslow's hierarchy, and how people need food, love, whatever. And while there's still a lot of people on the planet that don't have some of those things, I think it's pretty powerful to realize that if you can find the way, you can start to create art.
Why can't you just hide behind a desk in here or something? Wouldn't even be doing any real work. I'd just be checking the websites out there.
Sheriff wants you to drive to Miami.
The arm? That's all they found?
No, man, the head's in the passenger seat.
If you're too grouchy to answer the question, just say I'm too grouchy to answer the question. You have to hit me with the head of the passenger seat.
The widow in Stripling reported her husband missing. She needs the occupier.
When did you learn Nick was missing?
I was in Paris. It was a birthday present from him, so it was
Fancy.
The cast of Bad Monkey hit the red carpet at the Hammer Museum near UCLA. Series star Vince Vaughn was joined by several of his co-stars and some support for some forces. Oh man, when Sally sells seashells, support from some famous friends. SNL's Alex Moffat also stars in.
All right, so I just wanted to make the The nose there a bit, or the chin there a bit more delicate.
We were all there.
There.
I will say, amazing writing on this thing. So I didn't have to do much.
And
A lot
let's
of it was on the
see,
page,
right
and
here.
I was just there as a, little dancing monkey doing the lines and.
And here we go. We're gonna leave these eyes somewhat abstract. And I think we're almost done with this painting specifically. We are almost done. There's just some details that I feel need to be tightened up. And let's see, maybe we could change some of the hair colors here. And let's see, what should we do with the rest of this color, this black? I'm gonna go into here and we're gonna do a triangle. And then we're gonna make some more shapes around. I'm gonna spend some more time on the hair for this project. So let me figure this out. So this is gonna come around. Give this some depth. I'm going to come around and this is going to curve around this hair piece right here, this piece of that hair. And just to give this a little bit better of a shape, more in-depth shape. And then let's go like so. Building up some of the shape around this head here. And this one needs a little bit of that too. So we're going to go around, bring this around. And bring this up. And here we go. So add a variety of color even into the shadows here. So otherwise it's just going to look smoky and somewhat charred. And that's not really the look I'm going for.
Sounds delicious, babe.
Smoky and charred.
Yeah. Nice brisket, ribs.
Well, maybe if I, you know what? Now I think I know the technique if I was to paint ribs.
Really?
I think I have the technique. Thanks for that, because now I have the technique to paint ribs.
There you go.
if I really wanted to. I'd be a professional rib painter.
Yeah. What's his name? Bacon? Robert Bacon?
Who?
You know, the painter.
One more time, what?
He's a painter from old days. That's a neat.
Oh, there was a painter that did that? I was just kind of kidding, but that's cool.
Like butchers.
Did not know that. Maybe I will.
Yeah, look him up, Dave. You should know him.
Artist that painted meat. So here I go. I'll clean off this brush. I think what also needs to happen is I need to bring this chin down a little bit too. One thing about red ochre is it lasts a very long time. And here we go.
What time is it?
The time is 7:55 a.m.
Fern's playing. Fern, you like playing with the kittens?
Playing with them?
She's like, yes. One thing about keeping his brushes clean is I feel like I clean them, but somehow the insides of them still get all sorts of materials and stuff. And let me see. So I got these faces up here. I want to use what's that brush that I was using for this? So here's a brush. This is a round brush, but it's splayed out. It's become splayed a little bit. I guess that's the word. It's become splayed. Which gives me the opportunity to create like these interesting textures around the side and the back here. So we're gonna go. So we're gonna go around into some of the shadows, and we're just gonna lighten them a bit, make them less pronounced, at least. So like right here. Give a little texture into the shadow. So it's not like totally dark. Get some of our ochre here. Get some ochre. I'm just gonna go around this head here. Did he meow at you? Or what was that? That's not even a meow, that's an acknowledgement.
Yeah. Bye, kittens. Wherever you are. Over there. Anyway.
Are you getting out of here?
Yeah.
Alright.
Bye.
Later, babe.
Have a good painting.
See ya. Yes.
See you.
See me. Oh yeah, see me in a week, huh?
No, I'll be coming home.
Oh.
4:35, I guess.
They said you were dog sitting this week.
Yeah, I am, but I don't have my stuff packed.
Okay. Alright.
And bag and
Well, yesterday you made it sound like you weren't gonna be here.
Well, I was just trying to prepare you.
Okay. Mental preparation. I like it. Okay.
Like, we'll be gone. No.
Let's work on some of these faces because these faces have this look and it's just not working for me. Oh, you are sleeping here tonight?
No, I won't.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, here we go.
I heard.
Bring in some color variety here. And actually this pink up here doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna add some more of these highlights to the nose here. Just a little bit. And then, let's see. A little right there. And let's go with this one too as well. So we're gonna go with the similar color. And we're gonna tighten up this head. And just really just using super brushy way of carving out texture and the design here. And let's go a little darker. And we can probably use this shadow just a hint darker, not too much. What's up, Fern? What do you want? Add a bit of this green. I think these colors are just going to cancel out a bit, but that's okay. Let's go with a little bit of green on this face, just to add some extra pops of color.
My breakfast smoothing.
And there we go, we have some interesting dimension. So let's add this dimension into this piece right here. Actually, this piece needs it too, so I'm going to bring in some of this yellow. I think he already has a predominantly yellow look. So we're going to go into here. Using just this technique to kind of create some shapes and roundness around various parts of the head. And I really like this technique that I picked up from Instagram. I didn't make this up myself, but it kind of does the job of blending at the same time that you're adding like texture, and it's pretty neat. And basically what it is, it's a very like monotonous task though. You just gotta go over, not monotonous, but a very arm moving intensive technique that you have to constantly just keep your brush moving. And some people may or may not like that. So we're going to go right here. We're going to go make our shadows red. If I wanted to avoid some of these super dark black shadows, so what happened with these shadows is I came in with one idea, and this idea is totally transformed into something different. Because I came up, started doing this like this effect that we have going on. And I really like what it's doing. As far as adding color variety. Keeping things like light and interesting. Creating a whole variety of shadows and lights. Let's go. You know what? I think we're almost done with this piece. Let's go right here at the top of this lip. Surprise! We're back.
I need those sunglasses. They fell off my head.
Okay, babe. Relax. All right, so we're gonna go into here and use this to paint down this lip. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do from here? I'm gonna create some tighter spaces. Yeah, fine point brush with my phone. Let's go down into these lips again. Let's give it another shot. Actually, probably need a bigger brush. You know what? Let me do smaller brush first. Try this with a small brush. Or I can use a very sharp, pointy brush. Let's do that. And I will need my device for measuring things, for holding things. And let's go like this. So we're gonna use a nice, let's use a green and red are just gonna change colors. So let's use this color right here. And let's go like this. Right in here. Let's do this fine detail again down here. Getting closer to what exactly I'm looking for as far as this painting goes. It's taken a while because there's some unexpected challenges. Find a way to tighten up this area here. Let's see. So this one needs some separation. That's probably the issue. This these lips have been giving me quite the troubles over the past week or so. I think I'm just finally starting to get to a point where these lips feel okay. You know what? Here's what we gotta do. I'm gonna add in some of the eye here. Make this eye a bit darker. I'm going to use this to create a better shadow around this eye. And Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean up, do some cleanup here. Some cleaning up. I actually think these eyes look okay, but I just want to reduce the smokiness of this eye just a little bit. Just reduce the smokiness a tiny bit, and then I think we're pretty much done with this piece. And we're gonna happily move on to our next one. So I'm gonna use a blender brush, a chisel blender brush. So it's called a chisel blender, I guess because it's really thin. You could kind of chisel away and blend at the same time. And we're gonna go with our dark, super dark, and we're gonna go right into here. Clean up a little bit. And here we go. So we're going to go into here and carve away at this hair here. And bring some shadow down. Let's clean this brush off. We're going to go in let's go in with I'm going to go in with some off-white. Off yellow. Let's go off yellow. We're just gonna go that's how we're doing that hair color. So same thing around here. Gonna bring this down. Bring it down. And same up the top here. And let's go with this hair up on these figures here. Actually, I want to give, no, I'll leave that white, leave that blue. But then I'll work, let's see, blue, white. No, we're just gonna go with some gray highlights. For these heads, we're gonna go with some gray highlights. Let's see how this looks. We're gonna go around, go around. Okay. We're pretty much done with this. Let me see. Nope. Not just yet. There's some super subtle tones that are making this nose a bit distracting. Some super subtle tones that mean I gotta go into it and do a little something something. Oh, this shadow is way too dark. Okay. I think at least with this one, we can pretty much let it sit. Actually, what I do want to do, I want a tiny bit more detail. Just a little bit more before we move on. So this needs to have some white highlights. Alright, we're gonna add some highlights into this necklace then. Now let's add some personality into this. Actually, I should probably sign it. So we're gonna do that. Right. I need a good consistent brush to sign with. Just keep one brush for signing. You know what? I don't want to end this just yet. I want to create some details, some nice detail. I'm gonna reduce the contrast on this with some green. I'm gonna go into here. Well, I just felt kind of bland. I'm gonna bring out some blue because we're gonna need it anyway in a few moments. Okay, so I think we're done with this. I'm gonna let it sit. Probably take a photo of it. Actually, this nose right here. So many things just don't pop up until like you're right there, you're done, and you're just like, alright, we're gonna bring that down. That looks okay. Darken this nose. Otherwise, it just doesn't look right. So we're gonna add. This is our ochre, red ochre here. I'm gonna go right down here. Can go a little darker with that. We're gonna wipe away some of this piece right here. This is it. No more additions. No more additions. All right. Let's see. This one, I think this one's okay. Let's get this color again. see what's going on. Okay, I think we're done with this piece. Yeah, we're gonna call this complete, I hope. All right. So we're gonna put this one up. We're gonna start a new painting, people. So popping open a new canvas here. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9 a.m.
Actually, you know what? Before we move into this next part, let's go. I think it's okay if we lean it like that. It's still wet because the top part doesn't need as much drying time as much as the bottom part does, or the major areas of the painting. Yeah, it's okay. That works. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go something even a little bit more different. And you know what? Let's do this. Experimenting with some new ways to hold my pieces while I'm painting. I think that's okay. Alright, something new. And for this one, I'm going to use a much sharper brush to do some of the sketching. Actually, you know what? I should go in nice and fresh. So I'm going to take a little break. If I'm going to draw, I feel like I should go in. Actually, you know what? So here's my dilemma, friends. My dilemma here is whether I should keep going and, you know, build that endurance. Build the creative endurance that, you know, gets you to keep going, or whether I should take a break and come back when I'm nice and fresh so that I don't make as many mistakes. But I think I'm just gonna keep pushing through. I think I'm gonna push through on this. And we're gonna go. Let's do off center. And let's see. So this is gonna come up actually. So one, let me think. It's about one, 2. Whatever this thing needs to be, a little bit bigger than 2. So whatever this length is, it's going to be about 1. Measure that again. 1, 2, 2.1. So whatever this is, whatever that is, measure 1, and then 2. And this needs to get cut off somewhere right around here. We're just going to go like that. We're going to cut this off. And this length needs to be about 1.5 of this one. So 1.5. Where'd I get that? 1.5. Well, 1 2/3. So this 1 2/3. So this needs to be. Let's go like this. Right here, we're gonna cut down into the ear. Let's cut down into the ear right here. Nope, a little too high. And then bring that down. Needs a steeper angle. That looks about right. Bring this forward. And let's see, so I'm gonna go like that, like this. So this needs to go out past. So I think these are too sharp of angles. And let me go right. The nose is going to come across. Let's go like so. So that should only be about this length. A little longer than that piece. So that's good. Too steep. Let's go like this. Go like this. So just doing an initial sketch out of everything. I don't know how I got this line right here. Not sure how I got it, but we're gonna figure it out. So, oh, I see. It's gonna go up and around a little bit. Go like that, and then come around. So maybe this nose needs to come back a little bit. And here we go. go. So we're going to bring this back. Bring this forward. I'm going to go straight over. And then, actually, this is probably a little too far up. Oh yeah, here we go. So right here, straight forward. Now let's get some of these eyes here. So eye, 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 eye. Get some space around the eye. So there's our initial sketch out. Now let's do a bigger one. So we're gonna go we're gonna do an even bigger one now. And this one, I'm gonna cut through the mouth right here. So I'm thinking whatever I set as this piece right here, is basically going to establish the whole piece. So whatever this line is, let's go. That's about. You know what, no matter what. So let's go measure this. It's gonna go. Measuring it out. That's one length. So 1 2/3. The get to the top. So wherever this is, I'm going to draw 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. So this needs to be, top of this needs to come up right around here. Let's see, so we're going to come down to there. That's coming straight down. A little bit past the halfway point. So halfway point, right here, we're going to mark the top of the next ear here. We're not going to pass it until basically this line. Oh, right to the end of this line, actually. And here we go. So getting a horse. And here we go. So bring this down just a little bit past that. So barely past it. And let's go. I past it, that, except this needs to curve around. This angle's a bit too steep, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so it needs to go like right around here, just around there, get around his nose. And here we go. Almost done with the sketch here. At least this first sketch. We've got a couple more items to do. But I think the rest will be a bit easier. Let's go up with this mouth, come across like this, come up like this, go around like this. And come around, I think. So whatever this nose is. Ah. And let's go here. So this mouth. Oh wait, this should be lower than that. Should be a bit lower. So wherever this is, let's go about here. Right there, right there to create the roundness. Right there. Get some of the eye. The eye. This eye is going to come around. That's going to be up there. Be somewhere closer over here. So we'll update that later. But for now, let's go into another head here. Actually, no, let's take a break. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:35 a.m.
9:35. We'll need to be back. Got some kitten vaccines to take care of today. So with that, everybody, I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm going to call this finished for now. Not finished the whole day, but just with this sketch, feel like I have to rework it a bit. So I don't want to just keep going. I see a couple things that need modifying, but maybe not so much. I don't know. But with that, everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we're going to call this done for now.